Hello there everyone and welcome back guys. So today guys I want to talk about tire dressing, and I want to discuss the two types of tire dressing available on the market. One of them is this Tyre Endurance Gel from meguiars. So I just want to apologize in advance for the sound quality. There's wind blowing in my microphone, so you might hear some other noises in the background which are not really pleasant. Talk about cleaning the tires first, and then I'm going to discuss the two differences between the products and just sharing my experience with these two kind of types of products. So as you can see guys, these tires look very dirty. There's no uniform look to them. They have some blackness from the dressing that applied about a week ago. As you can see, almost any tire dressing will get this ununiform look from just dirt, brake dust coming from the brake pads. It's gonna be jeopardized, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm just gonna show you briefly how I'm gonna clean them. When it comes to wheel cleaning, you see a lot of these brushes. People use them to clean the tires as well, but I find they fall short a bit. They're not aggressive enough. So I use this brush, which has these plastic bristles. It's a lot more aggressive. It works in the chemical a lot more effectively. 9 times out of 10, when you're cleaning a tire, what we use is an all-purpose cleaner, the greaser, any type you can find on the market. We saturate the tire. Here we go. So normally what I do is I use a clock pattern. We use like a back and forth motion. If they're maintained on a weekly basis, I don't have to agitate them for too long. You may need to agitate them if you've never cleaned a tire before for a bit longer. Now we're going to rinse off the tire. When it comes to drying the tire, you can either use a cloth or even bare leaf blower. I just let it dry naturally. Get these nooks and crannies here that still hold on to water, but that's not an issue. So this is how my tire looks after being cleaned. It's completely stripped down. You can say it's not an old tire. It has a even look to it, but in time they start to brown because of the chemical that's in them, but that's a different subject. Now, on the market there are mainly two types of products that are available. You can say they're retail products, both available in calipers. Yes, there are graphene based, ceramic based products too, but we're just going to talk about the main ones. So there's like a water based sort of dressing which is sprayable, and there's like a gel formula, cream formula, you name it. The main difference guys between these two products is that one of them is loaded with silicone. The other one has less silicone in it. So what's the main difference? Well, on the face of it, you can say that this is more durable. It stays on the tire longer, and that is actually true. But here's one problem with all of that durability. When you start using the tire dressing, both of these products, on the back of their labels, it says that you need to clean the tire 100%. It needs to be stripped down. You can't layer them. That's the problem, and this is the critical moment of the video. This product I can use on a weekly basis. I can put it on my tire. I can strip it down like I did just now. And another critical point, whenever you take your car on the road, if you use it on a daily basis, especially, your tire gets dirt, grime, brake dust, it just accumulates dirt. You lose that uniform look of your tire. As you can see now, it's matte looking. It looks uniform, this tire, but some tires that look that uniform, they can have browning in them. That's why you want to mask up and use a tire dressing. And tires don't need protection, by the way. They all already have a chemical inside that protects them. And you're not really protecting anything here. You're just applying a tire dressing to even the look out of your car. So my point is, you're applying this, you can strip it down, apply it again, and you get an even look on a weekly, 2-week, monthly basis, this product is a lot harder to take off. You may need a couple agitations. It becomes very slimy on your brush that we're using, and that's what they don't really tell you. They don't really tell you how you're going to use it after you apply it, how you're going to maintain it. Neither does this product, but this product is superb in my opinion. When you apply it, it gives you an even, nice, lightly glossy look. It dries to the touch. This one, however, it requires you to sort of wipe it off. Even it says in the instruction to worx sling, which is the product when your wheel spins. You may get some sling product can go off into the panel. That's a bit finicky to clean. So that's why I think these products that are less loaded with silicone are superb. Don't get me wrong, this will last you a long time, but it's irrelevant when you drive your car on a daily basis. If you drive your car for rain, it already loses that uniform look. The one that I showed you at the beginning, that was a week worth of dirt. Now that I want to neglect this product, this is a product loved by many people. It smells nice. When you apply it, it's very, very glossy, but maintaining it is not a home run for me. This is the home run. So let's just apply this. Right now, I'm going to show you what brush I'm going to use. And as a bonus is all this product, it can be applied on a tire wet. Now, the only problem applying it wet is that you're not going to see how much product you put on. So the tire may, because it's all, when the tire is wet, it's like uniform looking. It's already, it's like you can't really see which areas you apply the product on, which you don't. Now I use this brush. I got it for £6, I think, about a few years ago, about a year ago actually. And it's very good because it's a brush. You can work the product in all these tight nooks and crannies. Now they say you need to apply the product directly on the tire. I don't do that. I get a lot of overspray on the wheel. I don't want to waste time on then removing the product from the wheel. So I typically, the bottles on these not best. So I typically shake it up a little, then apply it directly evenly onto my brush. It's a bit overkill, but then I start working it in gently. It's very easy to apply tire dressing on these tires. And as I said before, I just let it dry. I'm not sure whether you can layer it, but to me that's a perfect look for a tire. Even almost like matte looking. As you can see, when it sits a bit longer, it's gonna sort of tone down a little bit. Even if you have a little bit of water in these tight edges that I mentioned before, this product is meant to be used with water, and so it's not a big issue. Now this tire dressing I can get, these wheels, I don't know how many wheels I can get, guys. I probably can get at least 30 on this car. 30 applications, meaning 4 wheels 30 times on this car specifically. Sometimes tires are bigger, but these are like kind of low profile. Now this is the tire I've applied it on. As you can see, it blends in. It's almost looks like stock looking on the car. And this is the tire. I haven't applied anything. It just looks perfect to me. But if you like a bit of gloss, I have nothing against meguiars Endurance tire gel. It's just that it's a bit more finicky to apply and maintain. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next videos.